you rightly said, has always been using inflation targeting. I believe that they will still use that policy. However, if we are able, and we should be able, to push this transformation agenda, which focuses on the 24-hour economy and we growing the economy outside our traditional stuff that we've always done, but that we as people are becoming more productive, like I said, then we will see local demand, local supply, working out the imports so that we're able to be self-sufficient, and then we don't rely on our cash buffer so much. So long as we take care of our debt through the sinking fund, we make sure that our foreign currency reserves are taken care of through exports, the currency will stabilize by itself, because that inflationary effect will just be downplayed by the fact that we are not importing so much. Most of our inflation issues are based on import issues. Also, one of the big parts of our inflation is food inflation, as you know. And unfortunately, over the last decade or so, we've seen a lot of importation of food. That has to be reduced, and that will take inflation down. That will help the central bank with that effort. So we should be looking at the agriculture sector of our economy. The transformation has to come from there. We should no longer just be talking about farmers who are farming and can't get their food to the farm gates. It should be enough of talking and more of doing. We must move that produce down. We must process that produce, give shelf life, and be able to export some of our excess, apart from feeding ourselves. We shouldn't be importing pepper, tomatoes, plantain, onions, importing those food items anymore. Those should come from here. So agriculture is a big part. Agriculture and agribusiness is a big part of the transformation agenda. And using some of these as raw materials in industrialization is going to be important. Now, this may sound simple to you or to anybody else on the street, but the idea is that we must become part of this agenda. Farming is no longer sexy, let me use that term, because the youth think that it's for the old people and nothing has come out of it and it never made anyone rich. But now it's going to. So we are going to really make agriculture look sexy. We are going to make agri-processing look really great, profitable. The government will create that enabling environment. We've been in office before and we know how this thing works. One may say, but you didn't do all of it, but we started it by creating that enabling environment. We will now take it to the next step. We've gained experience from being in office before. Okay. So we'll expedite that and get people into that growth through agriculture and industrialization. And then that will impact our currency for sure.
I've heard
and also
this.
impact